I Learn Through Play Toddler Workbook series. Our vacation workbook week 1, we have sea vacation. Now a few fun things to do with a worksheet such as this is to take a few buckets. It can be your outdoor play buckets or any bucket, and you can ask the child to maybe take some sand and throw it into the bucket, or to throw it out of the bucket, or you can even use flour from the kitchen, any object to throw into the bucket. You can even use a shovel. You can also ask the child to use one of their toys and to jump 1, 2 into the bucket, or ask the child to jump 3 times, 1, 2, 3 into the bucket. Or you can ask the child to hide something underneath the bucket, and then you can ask the child, lift up the bucket. How many objects are underneath the bucket? There are 1, 2, 3 objects. And then you can ask the child to hide them again underneath the bucket. Or you can ask the child to hide something underneath the red bucket. And then you can even ask the child to just hide an object, and then you can search and ask the child, is it underneath this bucket? No, it's not underneath this one. Is it underneath this one? Yes, there it is. These are just a few fun and interactive things to do with a worksheet such as this. You can even make a shaker where you take some water and food coloring and throw it in a bottle, and the child can shake it, or they can throw small floating objects into this as well. Now are just a few examples for worksheets such as this, but remember to make it fun and interactive and on the level of your child's learning. So enjoy learning with your child. In our I Learn Through Play vacation workbook, our second week we have party. Now a few fun things to do with a worksheet such as this is to help your child plan their own party. Now with preparing for this party, you and the child can make poppers. Now before you finish the popper, you can paint the rolls in different colors, and then you can ask the child, can you give me the yellow roll? And then you make the yellow one. And then you can ask, pick up the red one and look through it, and then look with your other eye. And then you can also, after you finish with your poppers, you can maybe make some colored water. You can add some food coloring to water, and then take straws and ask the child, can you blow bubbles in the red water? And can you maybe put your finger in the blue water? Or place something to float on top of the yellow water. You can also blow up different balloons and have the child, even with the roll, hit the balloon or throw it up into the air. Or you can ask the child, how many red balloons are there? And can you put the blue balloon on top of your head? And can you put the green balloon underneath your chair? These are just a few fun examples to do with a worksheet such as this, but remember to make it fun and interactive and on the level of your child's learning. So enjoy learning with your child. In our I Learn Through Play Toddler Workbook series, our vacation workbook week 3, we have camping. Now a few fun things to do with a worksheet such as this is to ask the child firstly to color in the fish on the page. Then you can ask the child to cut out the fish, or for the little ones, assist them with cutting out the fish. You can also look through magazines or newspapers for pictures of fish to cut out. Then you can make your own fishing rod. You can just take a stick and a piece of string, and if you want to maybe add a magnet to the fishing rod and maybe 2 different fish so that the child can pick them up. But it is not necessary. You can just place the fish on the table and then maybe ask the child, can you show me all the red fish? And can you put all the yellow fish on top of the circle? And can you maybe throw all the blue fish into the bucket? You can also maybe add water to a bucket and teach the child about water safety. You can ask them to place a small boat that floats on top of the water, or you can ask them to take a straw and blow bubbles into the water. And then ask the child, now where do fish live? Fish live in the sea. They live in water. These are just a few examples of a worksheet such as this, but remember to make it fun and interactive and on the level of your child's learning. So enjoy learning with your child. In our I Learn to Play Toddler Workbook series, our vacation workbook week 4, we have Christmas. Now, a few fun things to do for worksheets such as this is you can first ask the child to decorate this picture. And while they're decorating, you can ask the child, what shape is this doll's head? It's a circle. And then you can maybe point to some of your own Christmas decorations at home and ask, what shape is this? This is also a circle. Then when they're done decorating, you can ask the child to cut it out or assist them in cutting this Christmas decoration out. You just make a hole in the top and on the Christmas tree it goes. You can do the same with other things. You can cut out a star out of cardboard and then you can ask the child, what shape is this? It's a star. And where do we usually put the star? At the top of the Christmas tree. You can also look again in newspaper or in magazines for pictures that you can cut out to put on your Christmas tree. You can also take a piece of newspaper and mold it into a ball. You can paint it beforehand or you can just leave as is to make your own Christmas decorations. This week is ideal for DIY projects to make your own Christmas decorations for this festive season. Now these are just a few examples for worksheets such as this, but remember to make it fun and interactive and on the level of your child's learning. So enjoy learning with your child.
Een paar oulike idees in ons vakansieboek is die klein ding kan byvoorbeeld 'n kerskaartjie maak vir ouma of vir mamma of vir pappa of vir enige iemand. Hy kan byvoorbeeld so 'n kersboom stokkie maak, gewone driehoekies wat jy en klein ding kan opsny en 'n stokkie maak. Hierdie is sommer van ou koeldrankblikkies, kan jy vir die kind so 'n Kersvader maak en sy lekker goedjies daarin gooi. Daai emmertjies, jy hoef nie diergoedjies te gaan aankoop nie. Dit is emmertjies waarin daar goedjies gekoop is wat net oorgetrek is, so hy's basies herwin. Hierdie is byvoorbeeld jou roomys houertjies se dekseltjies. So met ander woorde, julle kan lekker koekies saambak en dan kan julle vir klein ding daai dekseltjie gebruik en jy kan vir hom sneeu daar binne ingooi en dan kan hy dit skud. Die sneeu kan jy papiertjies skeer en binne ingooi en dan plak jy hierdie enetjie net daar vas, dan kan klein ding hom skud. Toiletrolletjies kan jy gebruik om klappertjies te maak met lekkers in of popcorn of wat ook al jy daar by jou huis het. Hierdie is sommer 'n leë botteltjie, glasbotteltjie, maar jy kan enige botteltjie gebruik en hier het ons vir klein ding 'n takbok gemaak. So hy kan stokkies gaan optel in die tuin en plak en daar het ons net balletjies ingegooi en dan kan hy dit ook skud. Jy kan sommer sulke kersballe versier, jy kan laat klein ding papier vat en dit druk, miskien 'n ou koerant in 'n bal en dit net mooi verf. Jy kan ook self 'n kershoed maak of dit met materiaal is en of dit nou met papier is, dan kan jy die lettertjies uitknip en sommer op die hoedjie plak. En daar is 'n hele paar oulike goedjies wat jy en klein ding die feestyd kan saam doen. Lekker leer en lekker speel saam met klein ding.
In our vacation workbook, we have a week discussing camping. Now with a worksheet such as this in this week, that focuses on shapes, you can do various things. For example, for your bigger child, you can ask them to complete this shape. So you tell them, this is the shape. What shape is this? It's a circle. Now please complete this one on the side. And the same with the oval here. For a smaller child, you can just ask them to point out this shape. What is it? A circle. And this one is an oval. And can you show me where is the oval here? It's this one. You can also ask them to walk on the lines here. But they can walk with their finger, or they can paste things on it, or you can even ask them to go outside and find twigs to place on the lines. Again, with your bigger children, you can ask them, what direction are you walking here? It's left. And what direction are you walking here? Right. And ask them, is this up or down? This is up and this is down. You can also ask them for the camping workbook to go outside, pick up twigs, and to build their own bonfire, as shown in the picture here. So they can go outside and pick up all the sticks to later build a fire of their own. It doesn't have to be lit, you just place it on top of each other to make this shape. And you can also go outside and if you have a camping tent, put up the camping tent and talk about camping with your child and play out as if you are camping yourself. These are just a few examples for this week, and worksheets such as these, but remember to make it on the level of your child and to make it fun and engaging. So enjoy learning with your child. When you reach our vacation workbooks camping week, one of the main things that are covered is braaiing. So you can discuss braaiing with the child, place pictures of different foods that's usually associated with braaiing, and you can ask questions such as, you see the lettuce on this picture. Is lettuce healthy? Yes, it is. And what else looks healthy here? There's tomatoes on there. And do you like boerewors? And then you can also ask the child, what do you see on this braai here? There's a piece of meat, there's a sausage, questions like these. Another fun thing to do is to let them take the braai tongs and just open and close and open and close. This is the same motion that's used with cutting. You can then also ask the child to pick up certain things that you place on the table just to practice this motion. You can also go with tastes. Ask the child, see, this is braai salt. What does it taste like? Do you like the taste? What does it feel like? Also important to discuss when doing this week is safety. You can ask the child, the braai, is it warm or cold? It's warm. And do we play with fire? No, we don't. So we have to be safe around the braai. And this is just a few examples of what you can discuss with the child, but remember to make it interactive and fun for them. So enjoy learning with your child. A few quick examples when working with worksheets like these is important to do the directions up, down, left and right. That is the purpose of these types of worksheets. You can place arrows on the table in front and ask the child, where is the up arrow? It's this one. Now, what color is this up arrow? It's red. So all the up arrows on this page, we're going to color red. And then you can ask the child to follow the up lines on the page. And the same with the down arrow. So you ask the child, where is the down arrow? There it is. And the color? It is yellow. And then they just follow the lines that point down in yellow. Another thing you can ask the child is, what side is this? This is left. So now, can you please tap the block that is to the left side of you? And then they tap it. And then you ask, and the right side, can you please tap it twice for me? And then they tap it twice. Another thing is to ask the child, point to the center of the page. there it is. And then when they point at the center, you tell them, see the little chef in the center. There's a girl. On which side of the chef is the little girl standing? She's standing on the left. These are types of questions you can ask with these types of worksheets, and remember to make it fun and interactive. So enjoy learning with your child. In our vacation workbook, we have a week that discusses parties. Now this week is the ideal week to practically do a lot of things. For example, you and the child can together plan a party. So you can bake cupcakes or cookies, can let the child write invites either to your family or their friends. You can make decorations of your own with the child. For example, you can take newspaper and roll it into a ball and just cover it with nice wrapping to look like a sweet, or you can cut out stars and string it along the walls. Plan a nice and fun party with the child, and while you're planning the child, you can discuss the different things. For example, you can, if you make a sweet like this, ask it, what color is this sweet we just made? It's blue. And the shape, it's a square. And these are stars when you hang them up. You can even ask them to count the stars on the decorations. So this is the ideal week to do practical examples of the theme. These are just a few things you can do with a worksheet such as this with this theme, and remember to make it on your child's level and to make it fun and engaging. So enjoy learning with your child.